Who you all? Hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So randomly and just so interestingly, there's a strange noise in the background air, and it's crazy because I don't know what it is. It's strange, but calming or whatever it is, it's strange. But I do want to say, here we go again. Here we go again. As far as the when it's time to be up against pressure or when shit hits the fan, only thing I know is crime. Or I will rob Peter to pay Paul. I will rob the grocery store. I will rob the bank. And this isn't to say that it's not easier said than done. Oh, okay. It's a lot easier to steal from the store instead of doing what you have to do to, get the money or the proper supplies to actually obtain food and then do it the quote unquote right way. But I understand right is wrong is right these days. And hello, right? What does that mean? It seems like only foolishness, crime, and chaos is what's on the menu. But I only say that because there's a gentleman named Hassan Campbell, and so basically he was basically saying this lady that's on food stamps. She said that let her go to swipe her card, and she doesn't have, and it says, oh, 0 food stamps, or due to November 1st, the food stamps are shut down, or due to shutdown, or whatever the case may be. She said the second she go to slide her food stamp card and it doesn't work, or it's basically saying no such thing as food stamps, she said she's taking her cards, whatever she got, and she's leaving the store. And if anybody try to stop her, her and her cousin will beat the shit out of you. And basically, you gonna regret following her out that store, and you'll be a damn fool to follow her to the car. So basically, she's saying, just I don't care what you're saying, I will be the one kicking in these grocery store doors, or basically, I will be the one who's going to be one of the reasons why this stores are going to get shut down. It's all a part of a plan, but it's just one of those things. Only reason why I'm saying something again is because it seems like the people on the ground, it's like you're always ready and willing to be the problem or to do the crime. Now, are you willing to do the time, lady? And then she said something, she had children. Now, this is one thing too, if I can just backstep and get a slightly off topic. This will be maybe the 1000th time have I heard parents saying they're going to crash out in the name of their children, but after they crash out, they don't get to see their children, the family don't get to see their children, the children don't get to see their... It's just one of those things where somebody ends up getting hurt, if not us all. You see what I'm saying? So that whole crashing out in the name of children, or I'm robbing the bank, or I'm doing what I got to do to take care of my children, but if that's going to get you put away to where you're not going to see your children, no one else is, then it's like, is there more to the story, or am I missing something? Because what I'm noticing, and I'm not saying it's not impossible. Like I say, it sounds a lot easier said than done to steal from the store, or even hell, go to the bank and put one of those empty envelopes in there, walk out away with 10,000. Sounds very easy, doesn't it? But it's the consequences. Is that worth serving 10 years? Is that worth the shootout? That's all I'm saying. And if the lady who said with her chest she's going to rob the store, if you think it's going to be that easy, do you really think she's going to... How about this? I can co-sign her with all day. You know what? I'm with you, girl. And I'm going to help her do the getaway driving. But it's like, if we're not the only ones doing it, how long do you think and how far do you think you're going to get with this? You see what I'm saying? If we're not the only ones planning on robbing the store or robbing Peter to pay Paul, it's one of those things where you better believe those stores and those banks they're going to be ready for you, because it's like I said, it's a part of a master plan. I know as I'm coming crumbling down, it's a great possibility you may kick my door in, especially if I have the food, clothes, water, and shelter. So if it comes with the territory, do you not think that they will be prepared for you? And that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I haven't seen any videos. Well, actually, hold on, before I continue. Before I say I haven't seen any videos with anyone doing the right thing, but I guess on the other hand, Hassan Campbell, he showed another video. Okay, well, this is what, there's this pink man online, and he's basically telling people to prepare for stuff like this. Oh, watch out for safety, have your to-go bag, and basically cover your ass. And he's basically saying, this lady's saying she's about to rob the place, and this guy is basically telling you how to prepare and survive, or how to weather this storm, or to at least prepare for it. And that's my only thing is, though, because it's like, if we all are to go out on a limb and do something stupid, why not let's just all come together and say, we're going to unite? And as stupid as that sounds, if I get on here, y'all, we need to unite, y'all probably going to say, bitch. Or you either, you're going, and if you do it's probably 2 or 3 people. Like, if the whole world, like I said, if we were to do something stupid, let's unite. And then everybody will look at you like, are you fucking stupid? It'll be one of those things where, like, yeah. I might get stoned for saying that. But notice how 12 times out of 10, we probably will rob the store. You know, it's one of those things, but I will do crime, though. And then play the victim because of the system. And it's like, but you don't know how to. I understand and we're stuck in it, but again, when it's time to do something stupid, because you ask me, you want to scare me, come before me, oh, we're here for unity, it's me and a billion people, and I would be like, who, hello? I would have so many questions, comments, and concerns, and I would be, yeah. So that's why I was like, if we were to do something stupid, instead of coming together, okay, we're going to rob the bank tomorrow, rob the store as soon as food stamps end, and it's like, it's one of those, it's like, really? And again, if we're not the only ones, I'm sure there's a million other people going to do the same. You think people are robbing stores right now, but it's not in the name of, well, maybe it is in the name of food stamps, but not everybody's not doing it in the name of food stamps. All I'm saying is, if things are bound to get worse, it's like, why not try the alternative? Even now in a panic, like, okay, with these stores, okay, what besides kicking in your neighbor's door or robbing Peter to pay Paul, that's really only going to take you so far, if not the prison cells. It's like, what about after that? Okay, I lost my job, I robbed my neighbor, but then what? Then what? Am I making a career out of robbing people where I know that's just gonna land me in prison? Or it's like really, it's like our what is it? The spur of the moment instinct decision. Like, okay, when I'm in a pickle or when I'm panicking, those panic decisions. It's like, it's if it's gonna lead to the grave, then it's like, either A, why do it, or B, why not find the alternative? Especially if you don't want to take those penitentiary or cemetery chances, then like, don't do it. You know, because if you're not gonna be playing the victim, your damn family is. It's just it. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't get it, because I do get the trap, but it's like, again, if we were to do something stupid, why not quote unquote unite with people who we know we can't trust and try to build from there? But that'd be one of the things, like, first of all, that ain't gonna happen just because. It's like, hello, what does unity mean? That probably was erased from the dictionary. So it's like, hello, what does that mean? And then B is like, yeah, right. And it's like so much wrong with that. But again, I think that sounds a lot, I don't know if that sounds a lot better or worse than robbing the stores, but I don't know. Nobody wants to, let's come together and build Jacob's ladder. Let's come together and rise up against the, let us go storm the Capitol. It's just like, don't nobody want to, it's just like, oh my goodness. But we will rob the bank. It's like, oh, jeez. And it's like, not that it don't sound like a terrible idea. It literally is only going to take you so far. That's the only thing. It's like, can you really, I mean, I don't know. Even if you do get away with it, it's like, is that really, I don't know. And then with the filthy lucre, is that worth a damn these days? Because it's rumored that the money's flying out the window. So it's like, it's like, what are we fighting? What are we killing each other for? It's like, I need the money. It's like, for what though? It's like, that's when that flies out the window. Then what? Like, what will I be? Okay, when things go to like totally electric, to where you have to scan yourself in or out, then what will crime stop? Because I won't have to hit you across the head. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, even if we do that, I lost my job, I gotta rob it. But it's like, for what? If I'm gonna do this one time, or I do this a million times? So I've been turned into a criminal or a professional robber. And I'm thinking, first of all, I could have been doing that. You could have started off doing that. That was the case. I don't know. It's very interesting. But again, like, when things shift to where the filthy lucre means nothing, then what? Will there be a such thing as crime? Do I have to rob you anymore because the money don't mean? Is it really about the money, or do I just without meaning to hit you across the head? Because that's another thing too. There's been other times too, I want to say, what about the motive? Oh, what, my friend hit me across the head, and you'll think it was for your money, or no, it was just, I've been dying to do that. And I'm thinking, and they say, oh, well, they only have crime because they lost their job. Oh no, that's because there's not enough. And I'm thinking, like, no, you know how many crime scenes you'll roll up on the crime scene, and the wallet is still there. The $1 million is still there. Gold chain is still, like, I just wanted to ring your neck. That's all. Finally got the pleasure to do it. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's like, wow. Because it's like, this rabbit hole is so deep, and it's like, there's so more than one angles. Yes, I hit you across the head, but was it about the money? Like, they could say, oh, I robbed you. I could probably try to make it seem like I robbed you. Like how the lady did, who she murdered her coworker, and it made it seem like her and her coworker got attacked. She might gave herself a little bit of injuries, stabbed the hell out of her coworker, and it gave herself, oh my God, we were just stabbed and robbed. But she tried to make it seem like that. using her own footprints. Oh, they walked, bloody footprints, but yeah, she made it seem like it was, but it wasn't. I think I don't know if that was one with the coworker I put on blast. I don't know what happened with that one, but she was probably trying to report her for stealing. It was something. So she had to take her out of business. And we were quote unquote robbed, even though nothing was taken, nothing was stolen in this store. Nothing was stolen, but someone sold. But I'm like, okay. So again, like I said, that criminal rabbit hole goes deep when they say, oh, I hit you across the head. Oh, I'm robbing the store due to food stamps. And I'm thinking like, nah, I don't know about you, but I know people, or I would even go as far as saying, like, I don't need to be on or off food stamps to steal from the store. I'm not saying that I have or would. You gotta clear that up. Oh, didn't you? No, I mean, clear. But I'm just saying, like, do you really have to be on food stamps or to not have food stamps? So I'm thinking, like, I'm sure, someone has just robbed just because, just a candy bar or just a Slim Jim. Okay, if I were to go out on a limb, I can say that, okay, when I was younger, I did used to take those, those little beef jerky sticks. Sometimes they'll be at the gas, they'll be in the container or something. I did used to take some of those, or the little candy that's sitting out there. Sometimes I do take some. They'll be like, okay, thank you, And then, probably eat it in the store, maybe I'll leave with a handful of. So I can't say sometimes, okay, I probably will, yeah, thank you, I don't mind if I will. Sure will take one of these beef jerky sticks, sure will. And they're damn good too, that's why I took one. But yeah. So it's not impossible. It had nothing to do with food stamps, so I'm just like, I'm thinking like, a lot of people will say like, I just lost my food stamps. Now I'm going to rob the store. Now, and again, that's not the only lady who stabbed her chest. I am going. Her, Hassan Campbell, I would say at least 1 million people this year have said, okay, I'm perfectly fine with you. Because there's some people who steal from the store anyway. This ain't got, I'm storming out to the store with grocery baskets anyway. So it's one of those, you ain't got to give me a reason. So it's like, I'm thinking like, wow. But all I'm saying is if everybody's saying that with their chest, that's only going to go so far. And that's probably why they're saying just you might as well just prepare for the crazy because it's damn near here. You might as well say it's. I don't even want to say it's coming or no, it is here. It's whether it happened to you or not, it's happening. So all you can do is prepare for the crazy. I wouldn't recommend robbing the store. And if you are, just rob the store of the supplies that you need. Okay, go out there and get the supplies that you need. As far as you're going to rob yourself. Okay, if I'm more to panic, I would take this. I would hit what's in across the head with a shovel. Go get all of those supplies that you basically said that you were going to kill your neighbor for. You go get those damn supplies. And therefore, that's called preparing for the crazy. When the store shut down, instead of robbing your neighbor, what is it? First of all, get whatever that you need. What are you trampling people for? That's another thing. We get to the store. Oh, there's a storm coming. So they'll trample people in the store. Just like, what are you aiming for? And people they just don't know. The news told them to panic and they did it. And then when you get to the bottom or do the science behind what do you panic for, everybody look around and look stupid. So again, before that happens, before you have to get trampled over toilet paper, murdered over toilet paper, what do you need in this moment? What would have you killing someone in this moment? And then that's why I say prepare for that or find the alternative for that. And therefore you can save a life for the next riot. So I'm thinking like, good. Oh, it's about what's the next tragedy? Halloween might be some kind of ritual. Maybe it'll be some quote unquote accident. Prepare for that. How to prepare, avoid the crowds. Simple as that. Anyway. Yeah, but it's been very interesting days, very interesting vibes. So I would say instead of people literally getting online telling the world that they're about to rob the place and literally give the stores a reason because there's certain stores around to where before this chaos where it was in the midst of chaos, but not like as far as the shit about to hit the fan chaos like right now in this tense time. But the stores were already pretty much locking up the fridges and pretty much only food that you do have access to, or to be probably maybe the chips and maybe like the little cakes or something, maybe, and that's if they don't lock the. But it'll be something where it's like, don't worry, you have to buzz for everything you think you get around here. So a lot of the stores are setting up like that, like lock the fridge, lock the ice, lock up everything because they know people gonna come in here, ramshack the place. So I'm thinking like, while I'm telling you with my chest, then I'm gonna rob the store. I rob the bank as soon as you say no to food stamps, and it's like, please don't worry, they will be prepared for that. Because again, I'm not the only one saying that. So if I'm thinking like, so instead of me saying with my chest, I'm robbing the place, why don't you just get the supplies that you need? Wouldn't it make more sense? If you know you need food stamps, get whatever money you got worth of food stamps to get your food that you're going to be killing for. and get the food that'll last, like go a long way. Like flour goes a long way, rice goes a long way. Like oats and grains, something that has a pretty long shelf life, and you can pretty filling. Throw some proteins. Get you a bunch of canned proteins or whatever protein that can be stored for a long time. Beans, get you some dry beans or canned beans and dry rice, or canned, whatever, however you want to store. Get like heavy, long-lasting foods, like say flours. Hefty foods. Peanut butter, big things of peanut butter. Get some butters, or learn to make your, there's ways around the BS, but it's like you have to prepare for the stuff. Prepare. Again, have a stockpile of foods. When they do say no to food stamps, okay, you got your food. You're cool for now on food until you can, think of a plan. Okay, let's get more supplies or get whatever's needed to get more food. Like I said, we're good for now, but we'll add to the supply. Yeah, so, yeah. I just found it very interesting because it's like, and again, a part of me, I don't really want to blame it on programming, because it's one of those things, even though I'm programmed, I still know that this is a crime. I cannot care in the moment, but when it is time to take those penitentiary or those cemetery chances, you can't really play surprise. What? I didn't know, or I didn't know what came over. Yes, you did, because you said with your chest you're going to rob the place, and then when it turns into a shootout, then was it worth it? Now no one can see the children. You say you do this in the name of the children, and now, and that's if the children don't. Hopefully the children aren't with you when you do that. That's what I'm thinking. Like, hello. Where are the healthy alternatives? It's like, again, we can rob the stores, but we can't rob each other of the knowledge. Or why not just rob you? Hey, how did you make $1 million overnight? Or how did you do that? Get rich quick? Won't you rob somebody and tell, hey, how do I make $1 million overnight? Like, rob someone of that knowledge. That'd be a lot more, like prevalent than robbing the store, because you can do a lot. Oh, got $1 million overnight, and I'm cool now. So if they do cut food stamps, I'm good. And you can probably give whoever you stole the knowledge from, give them some change. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? That'll make more sense than, okay, I'm gonna rob the store and then let's hope the children are with you, because the Lord knows that could turn sour. Because again, you're not the only one stealing, so you don't think stores are gonna be ready for people to come in there that's pissed. And I'm sure you're not gonna be the first one going, why don't my food stamp? What kind of shit is this? You're not gonna be the only one salty about that. So again, I'm thinking, like, that's what you really have to prepare for. Prepare for the people who ain't gonna put in the work, or the people who ain't gonna care about none of that. They ain't gonna care about the consequences. But they will be kicking in doors. They will be robbing stores, and yeah, it's gonna be, and that's when I say that's one of many problems. That whole robbing store, that ain't nothing new. Like it's happening now, but that's one of many problems. Robbing stores, kicking in doors, one of many problems. So it doesn't start or end. It just, man, I'll tell you. That's why I always stress, if you can, run for the hills. Get away from the people, because I can promise you, as much sense as say, oh, hey, why don't we're going to do something stupid, why not unite? And I sound stupid even saying it, but if we were to do something stupid, like robbing the store all at the same time, not saying that you can't do it, let's do it all at once, and it's like, if we're going to do something stupid, why don't we just unite and try to make sense of this, or make it easier on each other? But yeah, so that's why I always stress, if you can, just get away. Because if there's millions of people, just asking 1 million people to do the right thing or just to even be quiet, it's like, that's impossible. So it's run. I hate to say run for your life, but yeah. If there's plethora of people, yeah, that's battlefield ground, if you will, just because it comes with the territory. Anyway, alrighty, be well and be safe.